Yo, Q, do you want the final third round of this Mschf reaction?
Let's do it.
You want to do it?
Yeah.
Hey guys, welcome back to Shoe Dogs Reacts with me and the bro 808 Kicks ATL. Like I always say at the start of this kind of little thing we do in Shoe Dogs Reacts, please do like, follow, subscribe, come and chat to us. Let's have a conversation. Let's break it down. Go and follow 808 Kicks ATL. Go and follow Love Kick Customs on all the social platforms, and do check out the Shoe Dog podcast, which is now on the audio channels, which is in Google, Apple, all of the places that you want to be. And just go search and you find them, Spotify, all of that stuff. But yes, Shoe Dogs Reacts, the trilogy is about to come to an end. The three famous Mschf sneakers. We've done the big red boot. We've done what was the other one? Wavy Baby. That's the one. Are you ready to go and see this gobstomper?
About time.
About time. We said it was going to do it last week. Let's get back into it, bro. I like the way he started off that montage with everybody else destroying that sneaker, because that's what the purpose of this gobstomper was, wasn't it, really?
No, I don't believe that, but the design lends itself to that. So
yeah. Well, it leads into it. Let's go and have a look properly, bro.
These are...
And I forget, guys, go and check out Rose Anvil. Obviously, he's more popular than us, but we do react to his channel, and it's good to see. We showed some love back. Always, doesn't matter how big you are, how small you are. Go and check out Rose Anvil. Guys, this guy is amazing. I'm not just going to tell you, this guy is amazing.
The Mschf Gobstompers that are a collaboration with Jimmy Fallon. And the concept of these shoes are basically the same thing as the Everlasting Gobstopper, which is that candy that's a hard candy you suck on. The more you suck on it, the different colored layers are revealed. Same thing with this, but instead of sucking on it, you're supposed to wear them to reveal the layers. So we're going, well, we already did. We ran through a bunch of different scientific tests to see if you can actually wear this thing to reveal the layers. And we're going to cut it in half to really see what's on the inside.
What was in the middle of a gobstomper?
I think it was gum. I never had one before. I wasn't too interested. I mean, there were imitators like lemon heads and lemonade head, lime heads, and not sour. What was the one? Jawbreakers and stuff like that. Candies that you would just, they be in your mouth for an hour before you're done. You know what I'm saying? As a kid, As a kid, that was the type of stuff that we had. I don't know. I can't recall ever seeing Willy Wonka stuff where I grew up. Ever, really.
Do you remember those Chopper Chops?
No, there was no. I don't know what that is.
Oh, it's like another lollipop, but Chopper Chops. But basically, it's like a big lollipop that actually had something in the center as well. I think it was gum as well. But yeah, I always wondered. I never had a gobstopper. What was it? Probably the same thing. Then they started doing ice creams. We had like this little triangle ice cream with like a little gum at the very bottom. Once you get to the bottom, they had loads of stuff like that, bro. But like, I just wanted to know what was inside the gobstomper. Just a short narrative. But like, I wonder if there's anything in the center of this sneaker, bro. Imagine.
I don't think so. I think it's gonna be much
inside of the shoe and see.
Hey,
I think it's gonna be kind of a mix between the Wavy Baby and the Big Red Boot.
All right, cool. I want to see if the upper's laid as well. Let's have a look, bro.
If there's any hidden gobstomper layers on the inside. This shoe is as a skate shoe, because grip tape just eats up shoes. If you've ever skated, you know that like grip tape, especially on your pinky toe, just annihilates your shoes. So it makes sense that they did this shoe as a skate shoe, because skating is one of the more abrasive activities you can do in a shoe. So the first test we wanted to do was to actually just skate these for a week or so. So we had Sam put on a pair and skating them. And first of all, he didn't like them much as a skate shoe because of how big and chunky and thick they are, because of all the different layers on the shoe. But as he skated them more and more, he did get to a point where you started to see some of the layers getting revealed. And you could see how over time, a lot of the wear and tear from skateboarding would actually reveal the layers.
We knew the Gobstomper was designed for skateboarding. But yeah, one thing we always asked was how easy was it to skate in, and it doesn't seem like it was that easy to skate in at all, in terms of being clunky. We could skate because SB highs and lows are kind of more slimline, sleek, aren't they?
Yeah, but that's not the only skate shoe. Like majority of skaters don't skate in SBs because majority of skaters
Vans
get
and
SBs.
yeah, Vans, and we're talking about maybe some Adidas shell.
No. Stop. There are. You remember Airwalks? You ever heard of Airwalk?
Yeah,
Airwalk. That's a throwback. Airwalk. Osiris, DC.
You're going way back now.
DGK or DGK. I think it was a Reebok offshoot by this. He was a black guy. I can't remember his name to save my life right now. But those type of sneakers, along with the Vans, I wouldn't say shell toes. I never heard of or any skaters really talking about shell toes like that. Shell toes are more of a hip hop sneaker, like a street guy. But yeah, skate shoes, especially like them old DCs and Osiris, they were really chunky like this. They might not have felt the same, but looking at them, they were really super chunky, bro. So the way it looks don't surprise me at all.
Okay.
But after the first couple of days of skating, we ran into a huge problem. And that was because of how abrasive skating is and how rough it is on shoes. He started blowing through seams before really showing the different layers of leather. Because you can see on the toe here where he's worn through from doing tricks and stuff where the different layers are being exposed. And he started to get through here on the leather, but that seam popped way before he really started to get through to even the top layer.
Bro, the seam went before the material went. That material is tough.
That kind of makes sense though. Like the people that you see destroying them. See, I'm gonna have to go back now because the people that destroy them on purpose to show the layers, were they staying away from the seams?
Yeah, that's a good question. That is definitely
it doesn't matter
because
how can you tear through the layers without ripping the thread?
Even for the seam. Yeah. I think that's an interesting question. This definitely is because as soon as you unseam it, it starts to deteriorate in terms of the structurability of it.
Exactly.
So it doesn't really work as well as we hoped for a skate shoe because the shoe fails before you even start wearing through the layers. But that doesn't necessarily mean that the shoe is not going to still reveal layers as you skate it and as you wear it in daily wear, because clearly it works in the toe. So the next thing we wanted to test was just if you wore these just casually for a long period of time, would you start to reveal some of the layers and start wearing these down? And so we only had
that's a cap, bro. Nobody's going to wear their sneaker like uppers like that by just walking on them. Like that's a right reach there, bro. Yeah, so all right, cool. I'm going to move this on swiftly to maybe having a look at some of the breakdown of this. So he's going to go straight into breaking down the actual sneaker, the Gobstomper.
We gave Sam, Brody, and Nate one shoe each to customize. So they went off to the various parts of the shop and hid away, started customizing their shoes where I couldn't see them. And then when they're done, I'm going to blindly judge them, choose a winner, and I don't know what they're going to win. Maybe we'll give them I'll give them a box of Everlasting Gobstoppers as a prize, maybe like $20 or something. Okay, got the shoes back from customizing. Now for the grand reveal and judging.
I'm intrigued because some of these people took off layers.
All right, very different techniques across the board here.
Right. I'm impressed. I'm thoroughly impressed with the amount of different layers and different kind of textures to these layers, because it looks like the left number one, they've taken layers off. Number two is another way that they've taken layers off, and number three, they've just ground out the actual uppers as well, and you can see some of that, like almost like that tool that they've taken tools to the actual midsole as well. What one do you prefer?
Just from this one steal of I mean, we're finna get to see the rest of them, but it looks like to me one has the most artistic flair can't really see the profile on 2, but 3, I can see like an abstract style he went for on that.
I'm hanging with 1 at the moment. Let's have a look at how these actually definitely look.
So first one, we've got no customization on one side and complete destruction on the other. Really taking advantage of the multiple layers and all the equipment in the shop by the looks of it, because these are wrecked. But I do like, kind of remind me of Superman ice cream or Play-Doh ice cream. Very creative.
That's a great shout. That's a definitely great shout.
Next, this one, a little more strategy on this one.
Bro, that's clean. That's proper clean. I like the baby blue on that.
I would have went deeper.
Okay.
Panels, this is interesting because what they've done is.
Bro?
No, I respect what he did. I would have tried to go for another. I would have tried to go for at least one space with each color.
Yeah. That's another great look. But I think everybody's like just did customize the sneakers differently, to be honest. But I like the look. I like your idea as well, to be honest.
They've removed the top layer of the leather to reveal the under blue layer, which looks really good. And then to the final submission, this one's a lot more artistic.
Right. We were right with number 1. We were definitely right with number 1. This is the most artistic one. He's done exactly what you said, bro. He's gone layers, and I think he's drawn on them as well.
Yeah, he drew on it. So I mean, this is a full-blown custom. The way he did the midsole is artistic. Drawing on it. He only cut the toe, it looked like. And he rubbed down to certain layers around the rest of the sneaker.
Yeah. He made it like a bit of a rough edge as well.
Yeah.
I would say, they've done a similar thing to the previous 2 where they've revealed the layers. And this one did a really good job of showing all the various colors in the sole, making it flow really evenly and adding their own artistic flair with all the little graffiti on the top here. And as for cutting down the layers, they've done a few interesting things that are a little subtle. You can see on the edge here.
I'm ready to get this sneaker cut. You ready?
Yeah. You see what he did there though. Like he took like he said, graffiti. It's like a graffiti approach. He used the shoe as the background and did some art on top of it. That's dope. Even though the shoe is still ugly. I always thought this shoe was ugly. But
he customized a customizable sneaker by actually writing on it, giving different flair rather than breaking down all the layers. He actually put his artistic flair on when he's broken down layers, which I kind of think adds a bit more content to the sneaker or a bit more flair to the sneaker personally. But I like that. I definitely like that.
Yeah, I never seen anybody draw on it before. That's dope.
Okay. All right, cool. We're going to the cutting part, bro.
So let's cut him in half.
Is that the sneaker? It looks absolutely good, bro. That's one gripe I've got with Rose Anvil. Why does he do that when he's not necessarily because you can actually just go through it with a saw?
He's testing it, bro. He's a leather expert. We can't forget that he's a leather expert. So cutting it, he's testing the materials. He trying to see how durable, what's the quality on the materials when he trying to cut it by hand.
Okay. I'll allow him for that one, but I just feel that just running a saw through it, it's just easier than trying to cut it and do this to it pretty much.
It's content, bro. He do this to every single shoe. In most cases, he only really needs the saw to get through the midsole and outsole.
Yeah.
However, we did skip a part, and we ain't got to go back to it. Y'all go follow and watch Rose Anvil. He burns the leather to test the quality.
Okay, this is why it was all black. Yeah, that's why I said it. Why does it look all burnt out? I'm intrigued because I'm intrigued to see if this sneaker's got an insole because it doesn't look like it's got an insole. It looks like the midsole looks like the pattern that's going to be unveiled when you cut it. Like I show. Maybe I'm wrong, but maybe it does have a midsole. It looks like it's got to cut through, bro.
Cup sole.
That's all the layers, bro. That's all the layers within that sneaker.
Bro, you gotta. This is an athletic shoe, so you gotta have a cup. You gotta have a cup sole in there for their heel support. You know what I'm saying?
I didn't realize they had a foot cut off at
What
the
are you
bottom.
Bro, we've been looking at this shoe for how long, and you ain't noticed that?
I
It's part of the
didn't
logo. That's the logo for the shoe.
I just noticed that. Sorry. I always think of a gobstomper when I think of this. I never realize that it's got a cut off foot on that. All right, cool. My bad. Right. Actually, just cut it with a knife.
All right, we got it cut in half, and we gave it the full knife treatment because I thought it'd be kind of fun to cut this with the knife rather than the bandsaw. And turns out the insole was the hardest thing to cut, strangely. But let's see what's inside.
You go. Insole.
Okay, dude, that's happening. Right. It's a lie, bro. It's a lie. I thought the whole sneaker was layered in.
It's a. Stick with me, bro.
Bro,
Stick with me. Stick with me, bro.
Bro, this is not a gobstomper. This is a 1% gobstomper. Gobstomper goes all the way through the middle. I'm talking about all the way to the middle. Bro, this ain't a gobstomper.
Okay.
It don't go in. It don't go in like I thought it's going to go in. I'm disappointed, bro.
We talked about Mschf doing gimmick products, right? Just making products. The Wavy Baby was a product. After the Wavy Baby, they started making shoes, bro. They started making sneakers. You know what I'm saying? When we saw this, we saw people skate it. We saw people wear it. If I believe that the Wavy Baby was way more of a joke than any other thing that they've done since then, or not even a joke necessarily, but an art piece. Everything else is functional. Like, look at the tongue, bro. SBs ain't got that much padding. Look at the inner lining, bro. Look at how much padding is on that liner. Look how thick the midsole is versus the outsole. It's an actual shoe.
I agree with you. I actually agree with you.
How thick the insole is. I mean, the insole look like cheap foam, but that's really thick.
I agree with you. I wholeheartedly agree with you. I'm just disappointed. I thought this was a proper gobstomper sneaker, not a half an attempt. Not just half an attempt at a gobstomper sneaker. Because I actually thought the midsole went right to the color. It was like layered in the midsole all the way up to the middle. I thought when you cut that, you'll see a rainbow of colors. I'm actually disappointed.
You do. It's just thin layers, bro. So you can actually get through them.
Nah, I'm still disappointed. I'm still really disappointed. I'm just playing the rest of this, but just know I'm really disappointed.
So lots of foam on the inside of the shoe, and this is something that Sam was talking about skating the shoes. He didn't like them because he didn't have a lot of board feel because of how much foam is on the inside. An interesting choice to do that thick of a midsole. I'm not really sure. I guess probably the reason they did it was they wanted this big sidewall. And so to fill that void, they just stuck a bunch of foam in there rather than treating it like a real skate shoe with a smaller sidewall and where you just have a few layers of rubber underneath of your foot. But it is really interesting to see.
Yeah, it's too much foam in that, bro. It's too much foam in that actual Mschf sneaker, the gobstomper, to actually skate in.
More closely all the multiple layers throughout this entire shoe. And even on the outsole, you've got an extra hidden layer of.
See. I want that layered in all the way in, bro. All the way in. That is a proper gobstomper. You can't call this a gobstomper unless this goes all the way to the center, bro.
Bro, what are you talking about? You talking real delusional right now. This is a sneaker, bro. It's not a piece of candy. You ain't supposed to eat it.
Mschf are renowned for doing concepts, unique sneakers, dope sneakers, fascinating sneakers. We've got the hospital ones. We've got the big red boots. We've got the Wavy Baby. I actually thought this gobstomper went all the way in. Like I'm talking layer up on layer up on layer up on layer up. Nah. Nah, bro.
Why? Why?
Stomper.
Tell me why they would do that.
Mischief, because it's mischief.
What does that have to do with them being mischief? That's not functionally or you not. Hold on, be quiet. That don't make financial sense, bro. That does not make financial sense to run that much rubber through the shoe. It's gonna be like a quadruple sole Chuck Taylor. Then you wouldn't even be able to bend the sole.
All right, cool. I'm just gonna say a Gobstomper is an everlasting layer of candy, and I thought this was an everlasting layer of sneaker, and it's not, and I'm disappointed. But it is what it is, bro. It is what it is.
You tripping, man. You are really tripping.
I'm not tripping. I'm being honest. I'm really being honest. This is my honest reaction. I seriously thought when he was gonna put the bandsaw through that sneaker or cut it in half. Shout out to Rose Anvil to exposing Mschf. But when he was gonna cut it in half, right? when you cut it in half, the whole midsole was gonna be layers upon layers upon layers of color, not just a custard yellow field foam. I'm disappointed. I'm disappointed with Mschf. I'm just being honest,
bro. I don't understand why you think like this. You still haven't said why they would do that. Because this one person that cut shoes in half, you would do that to, you know what I mean, just to for him to do that. Who else is doing this?
I'm gonna call this the little Gobstomper. Not enough layers included.
It's a shoe, bro. Like that don't make sense. Whatever, man.
I'm just being picky. Like you just finished this video, bro.
Is this a shoe or is it a piece of art? You can still wear this as a shoe just fine. Like you can wear this as a casual shoe and it's going to last you a long time. It's going to be.
See, my whole emphasis on this is I thought that layering at the bottom went all the way through the midsole.
You said that already, and it don't make sense still.
Okay, cool. All right, cool.
Comfortable. All the things that matter are there. The stitching is a little thin in some spots, but you can wear it as a casual shoe. Could you wear it to the degree that you're going to actually wear these layers down to reveal some of the multicolors? Not really. So this shoe really is more like a wearable DIY piece of art. But overall, I think it's a fun shoe. It's something that I've never seen done before, and they pulled it off well enough. But I'd love to see a better version of this with beefier stitching so that you can actually skate this thing to death. And maybe like some creative stitching where you hide the stitching or it's rolled over so you don't have any really exposed stitches or something to really see what's possible with this concept. So let me know what you guys think and if you're going to get a pair of these. And if you do get paired, really send me photos of what you do to them. I'm curious how they're going to wear and what you do to them. And don't forget to vote in the comments for the winner of this.
And we voted number one. Number one was the best custom, to be honest. But yes, Rose Anvil cutting up the Gobstomper. It's a decent. I think you were right, spot on. There's a good attempt to actually make them wearable, skatable, and stuff like that. They made it a more wearable sneaker after the Wavy Baby, which is kind of commendable because everybody started taking Mschf a bit more seriously in terms of the footwear. But yeah, just another reaction to Rose Anvil, and this time the Gobstomper. This is probably the last time we're going to do a Mschf breakdown. What do you think? What was the best breakdown? Big Red Boot, Gobstomper, or was it the Wavy Baby? What surprised you the most?
The Wavy Baby, just because of how ridiculous the shoe was. Everything Mschf does is over the top, but the Wavy Baby it had more of a ridiculous factor to me. So I enjoyed that one the most, just to see what was really going on in there. If it was really wearable, to find out that it's more of an art piece than it is an actual wearable sneaker. Yeah. With the Big Red Boot and the Gobstomper, clearly Mschf has turned their sights to wearing stuff, making stuff that's actually wearable. So
Wearable, yeah. We seen that within the last couple of releases. Even the Reebok, those 7-pump Reeboks, are like a wearable sneaker as well. So it looks like, and I think Rosanville has done a breakdown of that, but we won't check that out just yet. We'll move on to some other reaction content. But thank you guys for tuning in again and showing the support and love all the time. Thank you guys for all your comments. We do try and answer all your comments as much as possible. And also, like I say at the end, is there anything else you want to say, bro?
Nah, man. Ride what you like, buy what you like.
And then check out the Shoe Dog podcast as well. But yes, from me and from Q, hope you have an amazing week, amazing month, and an amazing year. And hope you guys cop, like, and basically enjoy all the content, all the sneakers, and all the absolute excellence that you do. So from me and from Q, we see you guys soon. Peace.
Peace out.